Hello students, in the previous video we learned about ratio and solve exercise 12.1. Today we are going to learn about proportion and solve exercise 12.2. So, let us learn about proportion and solve exercise 12.2. Proportion. If two ratios are equal, we say that they are in proportion and use the given symbols to express the equality of two ratios. Thus, for four numbers A, B, C and D are said to be in proportion if A is to B equals to C is to D, or if A is to B as C is to D. Here A, B, C and D are respectively the first, second, third and fourth term of the given proportion. The first and fourth terms, that is A and D, are known as extreme terms or extremes. The second and third terms, that is B and C, are known as middle terms or means. When the two given ratios are in proportion, then product of extreme equals to product of means. That is A into D equals to B into C. For example, 36 is to 48 equals to 45 is to 60. Product of extreme equals to 36 multiplied by 60 equals to 210. Product of means equals to 40 multiplied by 45 equals to 210. Thus, product of means equals to product of extremes. Students, note that if AD is not equals to BC, then A, B, C and D are said to be not in proportion. So now, let us solve exercise 12.2. Exercise 12.2. Question number 1. Determine if the following are in proportion. Students, in this question, we have to write whether the given numbers, that is, terms, are in proportion or not. Students, we know that when two ratios are equal, they are said to be in proportion. Students, we can easily verify whether the given ratios are in proportion or not by writing both the ratios as fractions and reducing the fractions into the simplest form if they are not in simplest form. Students, if the answer of both the ratios are same, we can say that two ratios are in proportion. Students, note that the first term is the numerator and second term is the denominator of first ratio. Similarly, the third term is the numerator and fourth term is the denominator of second ratio. Students, we can also verify whether the given term, that is numbers, are in proportion or not by finding out the product of extreme and the product of means. Students, if the product of extremes equals to product of means, then we can say that the two ratios are in proportion. Students, we also know that the first and the fourth term are called extreme terms or extremes, and the second term and third term are called the middle terms or means. So now let us solve question number 1. Sum A 15, 45, 40, 120. Students, in this sum there are 4 terms, that is 4 numbers. So we will get 2 ratios as there are 4 terms. Students, the 2 ratios we will get are 15 is to 45 and 40 is to 120. Students, we have to write whether the two ratios are in proportion or not. Students, we know that we can easily verify whether the two ratios are in proportion or not by two different methods. Students, in the first method, we will write both the ratios as fractions and reduce them into the simplest form if they are not in simplest form. And in the second method, we will find the product of the extreme and the product of means. So, let us solve sum A by both the methods. By first way, students, let us write the first ratio as fraction and reduce it in the simplest form if it is not in the simplest form. Thus, 15 and 45 equals to 15 is to 45 equals to 15 upon 45. Now, reducing 15 upon 45 into simplest form by del SCF 15, we get 15 divided by 15 upon 45 divided by 15. Now, dividing 15 by 15 and also 45 by 15, we get 1 upon 3. Now, let us write second ratio as fraction and reduce it in the simplest form if it is not in the simplest form. 40 and 120 equals to 40 is to 120 equals to 40 upon 120. Now, reducing 40 upon 120 by their HCF 40. We get 40 divided by 40 upon 120 divided by 40. Now dividing 40 by 40 and also 120 by 40, we get 1 upon 3. Since 1 upon 3 equals to 1 upon 3, so we can say that 15, 45, 40 and 120 are in proportion. Thus, 15 is to 45 as 40 is to 120. Now sum A 15, 45, 40 and 120 by second method. Product of extremes, that is product of first term and fourth term, equals to 15 multiplied by 120 equals to 1800. Product of means, that is product of second term and third term, equals to 45 multiplied by 40 equals to 1800. Students, product of extremes equals to product of means. Thus, 15, 45, 40 and 120 are in proportion. Now, sum B 33, 121, 9, 96. Students, let us write the first ratio as fraction and reduce it in the simplest form if it is not in the simplest form. Thus, 33 and 121 equals to 33 is to 121 equals to 33 upon 121. Now reducing 33 upon 121 into the simplest form by their HCF 11, we get 33 divided by 11 upon 121 divided by 11. Now dividing 33 by 11 and also 121 by 11, we get 3 upon 11. Now let us write second ratio as fraction and reduce it in the simplest form if it is not in the simplest form. Thus, 9 and 96 equals to 9 is to 96 equals to 9 upon 96. Now, reducing 9 upon 96 in the simplest form by their HCF 3, we get 9 divided by 3 upon 96 divided by 3. Now dividing 9 by 3 and also 96 by 3, we get 3 upon 32. Students, since 3 upon 11 is not equals to 3 upon 32, so we can say that 33, 121, 9 and 96 are not in proportion. Thus, 33 is to 121 is not equals to 9 is to 96. Now, sum C. 24, 28, 36 and 48 equals to 24 is to 28 equals to 24 upon 28. Now reducing 24 upon 48 into the simplest form by their SCF 4, we get 24 divided by 4 upon 28 divided by 4. Now dividing 24 by 4 and also 28 by 4, we get 6 upon 7 and 36 is to 48 equals to 36 upon 48. Now reducing 36 upon 48 into the simplest form by their SCF 12, we get 36 divided by 12 upon 48 divided by 12. Now dividing 36 by 12 and also 48 by 12, we get 3 upon 4. Since 6 upon 7 and 3 upon 4 are not equal, so we can say that 24, 28, 36 and 48 are not in proportion. Thus, 24 is to 28 is not equals to 36 is to 48. Students, I solved sum number 1 by two different methods. Students, both the methods are simple. You can solve these sums either by both the methods or any one method which is convenient for you. Students, solve sum D, E and F by yourself. Thank you and have a nice day.